Hi everyone. I wanted to present a small new book that I've just published. It's called Beyond the Next Horizon, and it's out in hardback and in paperback as well. It's a collection of aphorisms and sayings by which I live, and most of them I wrote myself. Some of them I borrowed from other people that I've met on the journey of life. And they're very small aphorisms in most cases, but really important to me. I wanted to put it into context by reading the short little introduction that I've written at the front. Here's how it goes. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who felt different from all the other little boys he knew. Unlike them, he couldn't understand the things the teachers were teaching in school, nor could he catch a ball like other kids or sing in tune as they all did so perfectly, or memorize the endless volleys of nonsense fired constantly in his direction. This little boy was no wiser nor more foolish than the other little boys, yet a single word made him different from all the rest: imagination. While all the other children thought precisely how they were told to think and did precisely what they were told to do, this little boy did not. Instead, he would slip into a magical realm of his own making, a realm in which absolutely anything was possible. A day doesn't go by without me thinking of the twisting timeline of that little boy's childhood and the fortress he constructed for himself from raw imagination. And a day doesn't go by without me pondering how trial and tribulation might easily have swallowed him whole. But they did not. That's because the little boy in question learned to trust his imaginary fortress, just as he learned to be safe there. The more he trusted it, the more he realized it was the one corner of existence from where he could weave magic. Magic conjured from the farthest reaches of his own creativity. This book is a collection of aphorisms by which the little boy learned, progressed, and grew into the man he is today. Though more than a handful of people will recognize its contents as being valuable, I suspect that those who do were little boys and little girls isolated from all the others, isolated and scorned because they were different. But because they were different, they pushed themselves harder than others did, eventually conquering the immense challenges that lay on the path ahead. Looking back to my own childhood, nothing was ever expected of me. I was clumsy, messy, restless, dyslexic, and lost in a dream zone, while those around me were expected to construct empires. I was left to my own devices, left to experiment, left to hope, and most of all, left to dream. Since early childhood, I trained my attention on the distant horizon, ever curious to know what lay beyond it. With time and with experience, I developed ways to span the land and the sea between me and that horizon. Now I am ripened by life and by adventure, but the little boy still lives inside me. The little boy still brimming with imagination. The little boy different from all the rest. The little boy who was destined to follow his dreams and to venture far beyond the next horizon. I wanted to dip in around him a couple of times and just read a couple of the aphorisms. Try to imagine how the blind experience you. You have no hope of progress if you float on a lake of doubt. Drain the lake and walk to the shore. The magic lies at the confluence of people, places, and ideas. Most people don't need glasses so much as they do fresh eyes. So there it is, beyond the next horizon.